Hello and welcome back to Let's Play
The Ruined King, a League of Legends story.
with me, Demonox. Last time I was an idiot. And I'll tell you why. I did not technically record the last episode. I live streamed it. By accident. So I'm sat there, I'm wandering off to do something. I had to pause and go off and do something. And I've been live streaming the whole time. So I've got a lot of video editing to do now. I don't like video editing. But yes, we are currently inside our manor, dealing with the mist, fight the mist and...
Nothing. What happened?
Run. Leave me.
No, still fight bird die. Poison mist is incoming. No. Ooh, excellent. I'm gonna go pop in the mist. They don't get affected. Just a little sad in itself. That hit me in the mist, that will hit. I'm just outside its effect there. Spectral Howl! And they're boosting their attacks on Iconic. Ow. I don't managed. It was supposed to do 2 attacks. But I went and neutralized them. And I'd gone. Gosh darn, I'd gone, neutralize their attacks. Captain Fortune.
Sarah. They came out of nowhere. I couldn't.
Don't talk. Save your strength.
I thought we beat those things in Grey Harbor. Could it be another harrowing?
I don't know. But if it is, we're going to need help.
Yeah.
We're going to need Malawi.
We're gonna need help. You can't slaughter dogs. But you can't fight magic. With physical weaponry.
Brothers and sisters, a new enemy has risen in Bilgewater. The goddess Nagakaboros has shown him to me.
Reveal him to us, truth bearer.
This Blood Harbor Ripper butchers men in their homes and in the streets. I can sense the fear, the stagnation he brings. We honor the Mother Serpent by restoring motion and driving him out.
Praise the goddess.
Truth bearer, I wish to fight for you. I am ready.
Are you? If you fight with everything you have, the Mother Serpent may name you worthy. If not, she will take your life.
I surrender to her will.
Unworthy.
He is strong, priestess. He may live.
Perhaps, if the goddess wills it. Come.
Wow, that's...
Our
No
enemy
wonder their
awaits.
numbers are dying out. She's going Sif on them. Sif! Are you a god? No! Then die!
The streets are full of motion. Nagakaboros smiles upon us.
Why do you embrace this foreigner's priestess? The Pelangi do not respect the goddess or brew tradition.
They make their own way. They fight to live. Walk among them. Learn from them. Maybe even have some fun.
They have many interesting desires.
Sister, I have seen you indulge in their taverns. Do not be ashamed. Next time I will join. Now let us follow the rhythms of the street. Here, the men inside spoke recently of the killer you seek.
We will wait outside. No need to get Pelangi stink on us.
More for me then.
I'm a Ilona Iloe. Aye. Iloe has joined the party. Roll healing damage defense. Her powerful physique is dwarfed only by her indomitable faith. As the priestess of the Great Kraken, she uses a huge golden idol to draw power from the spirits of her enemies, while restoring and protecting her allies. All who challenge the truth-bearer of Naga Kaboros soon discover that Ilone never battles alone. The god of the spirits Isles fights by her side. She can read and understand Buru glyphs. Her dungeon ability is Tentacle Slam. Damages enemies and allows Eloy to initiate battle with Tentacle already active. Everyone to a Let's Play of... What's going on in the background here? Yes, this is a Let's Play of the Ruined King. Oh, son of a... It's gonna be one of those videos, isn't it? That just kicked off in the background. Sorry about that. That was it in the previous video read for editing, and it decided to start playing in the background. No wonder it sounds like weird. At the priest of Nagaboros, Eloy can both smite her enemies and restore her allies. Her faith in the goddess is unshakable. As she fights, she summons tentacles to attack her enemies and enhance her abilities. Using Taunt, Eloy can force her enemies to face her head-on rather than attacking her allies. And this is the thing, we have equipment. No. We have equipment, so she has stuff. Now the Poro Idol is one that we picked up, is I think a DLC thingy, and because I got the Enhanced Edition, they got these things, and they just like immediately drop in for you. Yeah, well, how's that on the gold? No. Wild Gunner. Mistwalk Sailor. Beastry for the Spectral Wharf Rat. There it is. I was trying to figure out what the name was. Sorrowful Wisp. But yep, you got the standard system. So that's good. Anyway, what about General? Because he wants to go in here. Is there anything else I can do out here? Wow, I can just run off. Ah, it's not going to let me walk off. It's going to keep me in roughly the area I need to be in. Nope. So that's the thing, there's a chest up there. Treasure. And lore. Can I get up here? Let me? Even in death, this creature motion continues. It will feed many. That's a big fish. That is a big fish. Ooh, can I grab the little low one up here? Yes, there's a lore item here. The Visionary, 1 of 3. Diary. I finally made it to Bilgewater. I could cry with joy. The heavy stink of death on the tide confirmed my dearest dreams. The Shadow Isles lie just over the horizon. After decades of questing, the perfect vista approaches. Since childhood, I have longed to set my brush to paint the rarest scenery in the world, the ruins of the Blessed Isles, reefed with spirits and spectres ripe with remnants. I've travelled sheer across Valoran, and crossed the darkest oceans to be here. My talents will be tested on the melancholy rubble. My brush will master those wraiths. The paintings I create will be contemporary masterpieces, rarer and more precious than a portrait of any Javan. Damascene and Mystery will drool to hang them in their sitting rooms, and twirling my brush I will walk into the halls of history. It is quite clear the man was an idiot. Yamon. Going in.
Langi stink. Why must my people be so stubborn?
Yeah, just like that. You can't convince everybody. Oh, I had so much that man I'm drunk back home last night. Oh, look, hello, person. Oh, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, oh, hey, oh. I want to the back. We're bad on the gangplank rule. Aye, but if you're up against Fortune, it'd be worse. Yeah, I think Fortune's hiring. I'd love to be a soldier of Fortune. Bad pun. Rich captains live up high, but they dock down here in the wharf to line with the rest of us. You're the target.
Little man, tell me, where can I find the Blood Harbor?
Who's asking?
I am Ilawi, truth bearer of Nagacaboros, champion of Boom.
Sure, lady. And I'm the River King, Tom Kench. Buzz off. I'm trying to relax.
Perhaps a display of strength will change your mind.
Sorry. I try not to get into fights with strange women in bars.
So, you're unworthy. Or
Or
just
just
afraid.
afraid.
You see this sword?
Oh, Maui's.
I've run it through hundreds of men. Most bigger than you. So how about you go on home?
Go punch.
I thought you would be stronger.
Aye, 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 aye. Oi, what are you punching our brother for that?
I don't scare, I don't tire, and I don't stop.
She's not as fast, but what she sells on the other hand is healing and attacks. Now with her, you want to get these tentacle smashes up and running. See, she takes a lot of beating because, well, she has a lot. She's sturdy. Now there's a 50% chance of summoning a tentacle each time.
A lesson.
There you go. Tentacles popped out. Now the thing is, they last for about 2 turns? They get a lot of turns off, because they are faster than I am. But they do that every turn. Yeah, a random tentacles each turns. They pop out and they last 4 turns. So if you keep doing that every other turn, she can walk around with like half a dozen tentacles.
God, lucky.
This
No.
is destiny.
I got you. Maui. That's what I need out of her. I think she's designed literally based on the Maui.
I was just getting started.
Well, you did summon tentacles to bump him in the face, so that will happen. Money and white essence. But she didn't start level 9, so she automatically gets a nice level. She learned new ability, the Healing Mists. All allies get healed for 39 health. She's also just getting stronger. Her power and everything just went up.
Is that all you have? I was just starting to enjoy myself. The Blood Harbor Ripper. Tell me.
No one I know has actually seen him. Rumor is he stalks the alleys around the Warrens.
Yeah,
Say
see?
he ain't alive. Not really.
Not alive.
He is skinned like a corpse. Cold. And his eyes are empty. Like a body pulled up from the sea.
A creature trapped between life and death. An affront to the goddess.
He, has a thing for captains. Find a captain and the Ripper won't be far behind, they say.
Thank you, little man.
You don't have to bother me with that.
Hey, you, want to stay a while? I never drank with a priestess before.
You break too easily.
You break too easily.
What's it look like to you? This is Captain's Bar, straight from the port. Many come here to sit and wall the loser of the sea legs. Why our race here aren't the meagre, so the riff-raff won't be gracing with their presence. They'll draw a more established crowd. Have you heard of the Ripper? Who hasn't? Has a taste for seafaring captains. Near as anyone can tell, you'll find their remaining spilling into the sea after he's done a fair night's work. I think myself safe for being a hard bartender and all. Though not anyone can predict what a wild dog would do backed up against the corner. Yeah. We have a target. To search the Warrens for the Blood Ripper.
We heard commotion.
My new Peilangi friends simply wish to learn Butu tradition. Let us search the Warrens nearby.
Okay, so long as you stop beating people up. Now where in the would be the fun in doing that? I can probably make the voice more insulting. But I don't want to try. Well, that's back to Captain Poe that way. That's where we got the thingy from, so I guess it wants me to go to the Warrens. I didn't see any more. Quick peek around here, just in case there's any more gear, or buffs, bonuses, extras. No. Just the Mad Painter's Mad scripture. See, I think a lot more. League of Legends is a lane tower defense MOBA style game. It's one of those lane games. Oof, what do I envy here? All I can feel about the Ripper is a lot of sharp bite lately. But yeah, I think a lot more of these guys, they should make more like games like this. Use the worlds they've built for those sort of games, and make them into proper games like this. I got you. I turned round just in time to get you.
I have no fear.
See, and because we already had him punched, we immediately start with a tentacle. Ooh, cleansing debuffs. Fight has special status buff. Positive effects and debuffs. Negative effects applied to them. Remove debuffs by cleansing them. The Bodo allies in your party have a cleanse ability. You can also consume a cleansing potion if available. bleed, but that was a lovely uppercut.
Alas,
And quite frankly, we're not getting damaged that much. The free characters, if you got down to us 1 health, 10 health,
life
unless
is
the other two guys are very, 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 very weak, you're gonna whoop on them. Ooh, we got a Merkwolf's high scraps. They don't get to level up because they're sort of extras. Now I like to explore every last corner of a map. That's probably why I end up like 10 levels higher than I normally should be. Boom! Gotcha. Okay, this is a little more fight.
never stop.
They also damage the enemy. They actually lose health because when the fight starts, I've already punched them. Nice jab.
The goddess will be proud.
I only like to get at least 2 smacks in. Gives you at least 20 overcharge, and overcharge is good. Ow, 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 ow. Slice and dice. Ow. Uh-oh. Alrighty. Okay, you'll bleed. I'll probably heal you. Well, next time, but... Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! Gut punch. If he didn't have like a special animation for punching him in the stomach then. For finishers. But I can see that would require a lot more programming on their part, and it's very hard to tell in the model. You'd have to program each and every model. But it'd be very cool if they had like an attack where they go bang and they hit for like certain enemies. Especially when they're doing kill shots. Hey, we now have the abilities upgrade. That's good. Now there's some more. Diary. The passage of Shadow's Isles is proving to be expensive. Bilgewater sailors do not willingly approach its shores. Treasure hunters travelling to the Isles instead pay for passage to supply stations near the archipelago. They bring their own small skiffs and use those to navigate through the black mists to the Isles themselves. I have been forced to adopt the same process and to pay treasure hunter rates. The ship which brought me to the supply station, the Daring Darling, they call it, cost me more than what I made on my last commission in Demisia. I am spending a week docked here at an inn teaching myself to sail a small skiff. It's grueling work and nearly too much for my sheltered frame, but at least it's offering me some unusual views, trying to keep my hopes high. All will go well. That's the attitude I have. Or do have. Ooh. We pick up stuff. We got equipment. Okay, physical defense drops. That's actually better on this old thing. Ring of Resolve, more stamina, plunder's neck. I think we actually give ourselves more points. Abilities. Now we have got the unlocking of the tutorial thing. Ah, here's the trick. View upgrades. Now we don't need to watch tutorial on this. You can choose the 1 upgrade point, so cast time to long but increases health regen to A3, or has 50% chance to spawn a tentacle. Tentacle smash. Reduce the number of tentacles spawned to 2. Still 50% chance of doing it, but it'll be 2 of them. Increase tentacle spawn chance to 100%. So only one's coming out at a time. You only get one at a time, but every time she hits, a new tentacle will be created. Tentacle barrier. Reduces all damage by 40%, plus 5% per active tentacle until next turn. I should show that off at some point. Increase the physical reduction by an initial 10%, so 50% damage reduction. Increase magical damage reduction by an additional 10%. Prophet of an Elder God. spawns a tentacle every 3 turns. Tentacles deal 2.5 true damage to a random enemy on each of his turns 5 turns. Max of 5 tentacles possible. 1A. Tentacles spawn every 2 turns instead of 3. Max tentacles increase to 6 from 5. That's her passive. And her lane ability, Healing Mist. Mana reduced cost by 50%, so cheaper. Each target has an additional 5 health. Then you got Harsh Lesson, so it increases damage to 13 damage for each one. And reduces cost, I think. On the Tentacle Smash, I'd rather have a 100% chance of getting a tentacle every smack. So technically you can do that, and you can choose which one of these two is getting the upgrade. So you can technically, on the fly, alter your loadout to make them better. And this is something you can do in Battle Chasers. You can completely alter your loadout, which is awesome. Oh yeah, while I'm at this, you need a healing. You took a bit of a scuffing on that last fight. Right. Not interactive. Oh. Tentacles have begun to rot. That's a waste. Shrines by booms that trigger in the following combat. Shrine of Healing. But you gotta admit, the imagery of this place is nice. I mean, it's not a very nice place, but it's a really pretty background I've done. Oh, he walked into it. I thought I missed. He walked into it. Now, Shrine of Healing's effects there. Boons. I don't need a tutorial guy to tell me this. Boons essentially do the exact same thing as their negative counterparts. The buffs. But don't worry if enemies take their way into the region. Boons only affect your party members. I am next. And I always get a tentacle. Ooh, I got 2 for that one. You don't bleed times 2 on me. You know what? Let's do a cleanse on you, just to show this off. Push, push. Cleanse! You know what, he's going to attack me, and he just went with a smack-a-thon. So I'm going to use this and do Tentacle Barrier. I have 3 tentacles, so I got plus 15% extra. So I'm actually reducing it down to less than 45% damage. Tentacle Barrier! Shrine of Healing, no targets. Yeah, so that actually did a lot less damage because no one landed in the boom. Bonk, bonk, bonk. So when you get her like to 5 tentacles, that means for that when she does her defensive block, with a max of 5 tentacles, she's getting plus 5% for each one, so she's essentially getting an extra 25% block on herself. Now, and if you boost the get that boosted, that's a lot of block. Let's see, treasure down that way. Apparently I missed a treasure that way. Return! Oh, I missed a treasure, I haven't got there yet. No treasures left behind! No loot left behind. That's the way it wants me to go in there, but I want to go all the way around. So, bonk. I like hitting people with their
They
abilities.
must be tested to grow.
Ooh, 3 of them in this fight. Ooh, nice smack. Oh, not quite fast enough to get something from getting his thing off though. So let's do a quick. Please times 2. Now I have 2 tentacles, so strike damage to double damage, or I can make a healing. Completely nullify it all. But you know what? We'll just keep. Yeah, we'll just keep bashing. Just keep smacking, building up the tentacles.
Back to the drink.
Well done.
Another dead fool.
I'd say that, and I'm being beaten up by the lady. Ow, 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 ow. See, that's the thing. I can make this. So I can just null and void everything he just did. I got 4 tentacles, so I got extra 20 health.
Ah, this is interesting. Just a flesh wound.
I don't think so. Continue your KO'd on the floor. I got the distinction that you are not. That is not just a flesh wound. That'd be a beatdown, a smackdown. Another point for me. So another upgrade point. I tend to get them on every level. Oh, they in combat? Yes. Miss me. Right. Double roll. Actually, we have the ability point. Hold on. So we can still put points into things like that. At the moment, there's only one. We're only allowed to put 1 upgrade into each peg. We'll get 1 peg on it. So we have to decide what to give it. Who gets what? Consumes the tentacle to deal an additional 13 damage. Healing. Yeah, lower thing. Max to 6. That's actually handy considering I'm getting I'm getting a tentacle every turn essentially, while she's got the 100% effect on it. Make it slow, but gives a really high chance. You know what? The ability to actually get another tentacle just for healing is handy. So heal, spawn on a tentacle, and get extra bonuses. But that's going to be for next time. When we come back, we're going to continue our little soiree into this place. I've got 9% completion on the story. I don't think it's a very long game. That's fine. It's a fun game. I enjoy this game. I like the Battle Chaser. I like this system entirely. More games like Battle Chaser should be created. They're fun. But anyway, that's all for next time. So until then, I'll catch you all later. See ya!